Alright lads, and welcome back to the St. Rusty Vlogs channel. Today is Ipswich at home at St. Mary's, and quite frankly, I'm very nervous. We didn't have a lot of luck against them last season, and Kieran McKenna's got them playing some decent football. A bit different this year in the Premier League, and it's going to be a different game entirely from last season, but don't get it twisted. This is an absolute 6-pointer for Southampton today. So join me today and see what happens. You might see joy, elation. You might see tears and misery. We don't know. Let's see what happens anyway. Have a good one, and I'll catch you back down the stadium. Up the Saints.
Yes, guys. Match week 5, Ipswich home. How do you feel about this one? It's become a bit of a nervous experience now with the season. Hoping for a point, I'd like a win. Beggars can't be choosers, but I'm going to go with a 2-1. Kieran McKenna's got them playing good football. We play good football. I think we overcome. I want to see Dibling start again, definitely. Fernandez, a good trick crew, at least. Just hopefully we play our football, keep it calm, composed, and we get the win. Up the Saints.
Alright lads, so I've seen the lineup now. I bumped into Gavin Bazunu on the way in. Hopefully I'll put the picture up here somewhere. You've heard from Braden. Now it's time for me to give you my score prediction. I'm going, especially seeing the formation and stuff, it's filled me with more confidence. So I'm going to go for a cheeky 3-1 Southampton. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you thought the result would be. Have a good one. So we are about 15 minutes away from kickoff then. Ipswich, as they always do, have travelled really well. And I'm still quite excited about this starting 11. I don't know what it is, but something about it really feels closer to an 11 that Russell Martin's happy with. I just hope that we can get the result today. It's massive, this game. 6-pointer all day long. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Half time at St. Mary's. Southampton 1, Ipswich Town 0. It's been a very positive first half. It's easy to say that when you're winning, I guess, but it's been a positive first half. I'm very, very pleased with the way the system looks, the way people are, well, they're just busy. We're just in people's faces, really disrupting the flow of sort of Ipswich Town. I'm a very happy fan right now. Big second half needed, because these 3 points are massive. There we go then, boys. I took a slow walk out the stadium today to try and gauge the sort of feeling in the crowd and the atmosphere, and there's a lot of somber faces, a lot of disappointed looking people. I think on the surface of things, that feels like one of those draws that's actually a loss. Pretty gutted, to be fair, but you know, on to the next one. We'll keep pushing, we'll keep striving. I still feel like there's enough in the tank. Saw a lot of good today, but I'm going to get home. I'm going to do a little final thought on the day, and then we'll get the video out. But guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed the content. Tried to do something a little bit different today, but more of just me waffling really. But listen, there was a lot of positives, so don't get too disheartened. There was a lot of positives today. But yeah, I don't really know what to say right now, to be fair, but we'll be all right, I think. Up the Saints. the journey back to give myself time to take stock of kind of what really unfolded there at the end. But I'm not here to dwell on the negatives and the fact that we drew. It's difficult to take, and it certainly feels a lot more like 2 points lost than 1 point gained right now. But I'm just going to go through the players and I'm going to give my honest opinion on how I felt they were today. For me, Aaron Ramsdale was man of the match. He made some unbelievably good stops, and he really kept us in that game at 1-0. And he couldn't have done a lot about that goal, to be fair. It was hit from such a range, took a little nick on the way through. Nothing he could have really done. Sugawara, I think he had a very solid game. Again, it seems to be what he does. He doesn't really put much of a foot wrong. Doesn't do many things spectacularly, but doesn't do anything really terribly either. Taylor Harwood-Bellis looked a little bit like he struggled today. They sort of targeted him, and I think he had a tough time with I think it was Delap that was just causing him a lot of problems. But he held his own, and in the end was a decent performance. Jan Bednarek, solid. If I could give 2 man of the matches, that's probably where I'd give the second one to. I love what he brings, and he picked that club on that team on his back and at times, and really carried us forward. Charlie Taylor, real class. Just was very solid. Made a few little slight errors, but maybe that's just match sharpness. He hasn't played all that much, to be fair. Downs and Lallana, first half in that sort of hold-in creative area, were fantastic. Adam Lallana is just... I never thought he'd play an awful lot of games, but my God, he was good. He was good. And his assist, because in that position where with his assist, quite a lot of players would maybe take a pop shot, but he was calm and assured, playing in the next man I'm going to talk about, Tyler Dibling, who, by the way, is fantastic, isn't he? Like, it's so hard. You don't want to get too carried away with what he brings to the table, but he's brilliant. He's just brilliant. Even when he's quiet, he finds a way to make himself a nuisance, and defensively, he was so good today. Mateus Fernandez, my God, that guy is class. Just so good. I don't really know what else to say other than he was fantastic all game. From the minute he came on, the first minute to the last minute, he was brilliant. Ryan Fraser just looked like he misses a bit of match sharpness, but otherwise very good. Cam Archer was a bit unfortunate today, but I think he really imposed himself. Was unlucky not to get on the end of one from Fernandez in the second half, but I think he just imposed himself, and he was physically very good against 2 really big, strong centre-backs. Now, that brings us on to the fact that our next game is Bournemouth away, and I cannot tell you just how difficult a game that's going to be and how big a game it is. Every game we fail to win makes the next one that much harder. But guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoy what I did here today, please consider subscribing to the channel. All the likes and all the comments and all that, I don't mind the comments, any comments, they're great. Look, it brings traction to the channel, brings traction to the page, brings traction to the video. So thank you so very much. Have a good one. Up the Saints. On to the next one. Cheers.